What's up, 4Runner fans? It's Andrew, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the mods and upgrades that I've done to my 2006 Toyota 4Runner, as well as some recommendations and things that I would have done differently looking back on it. But first, this thing is super dirty, so I'm going to have to wash it and clean it out. So now that we're done with the outside, we can go ahead and move to the interior. So just got done cleaning it out, giving it a wash. Now I'm going to be going over a couple of the upgrades and mods and things I wish I knew before I started upgrading my 4Runner. So starting at the front, I've got some halo headlights. They are pretty much normal except for they have halos in the middle. They came from eBay. I think the company that sold them was Razor Motor or something like that, but they're pretty generic. They're simple, but they look good. I think they were only about 190 or 200, but yeah, pretty easy installation and they look great. I've also got LED bulbs for the running lights and the low beams and high beams. Those make it look really more modern, and I did a lot of research on what type to get so it wouldn't really blind people on the road, and I ended up getting beam techs. They were pretty affordable and they've worked out great so far. Next, I've got this kind of lower bumper part here, plastic dipped black. It's starting to peel a little bit. I did this a couple years ago. I probably need to redo it soon, but it was pretty easy. For those of you that don't know, plastic dip is just like spray paint, so I just painted it on. The one thing I wish I would have done was paint it thicker, that way it wouldn't peel like this. But it looks great. It wasn't very hard, and if you don't like it, you can just peel the plastic dip off. But that was an easy mod. And lastly, for the front, I've got the new TRD Pro Grille. I sell these on my website. I'm really pleased with how it looks on the front of the vehicle. The Raptor lights look great. Can't complain anywhere on this. Next, up in the front, I've got a 2-inch level kit on the front. I debated getting a level kit or getting a lift, and so I ended up going with the level kit. And as you can see, it is level and it doesn't look too lifted. It's enough to make a difference, enough so you can tell, but if I would have gone back and done it again, I probably would have gotten a lift on the front and the back. But yeah, I have a 2-inch level. Next up, I do have some all-terrain tires. They're 265/70 R17s. Now, I probably should have gotten some bigger ones. I'm planning to get some bigger ones in the future, but for my budget, for what I had, this is what I ended up getting. Some open country all-terrains. So moving on to the inside, the first thing I have is some rubber floor mats. They probably need to be scrubbed a little bit, but I've got a full set. They do say 4Runner on them, which I really like. Here's on the other side, but they're very durable and I really enjoy them. That was the first thing I got for my 4Runner. Next, on the inside, I have an aftermarket touchscreen radio. This is an OEM Toyota radio. That's what I really like about it. It connects to the steering wheel controls, no problem. It's touchscreen, Bluetooth. It's got everything I need. It's actually from a 2015 Toyota Yaris. I ended up watching a YouTube video on how to put it in, and I have no complaints. It really came out great. The next mod that I put in was I replaced all of the interior lights with LED bulbs. As you can see, I've got the front lights. I did the door lights over there. And then I also did both of the map lights back there. And it was really cheap. It was like a whole kit on Amazon. It was only, I think, $8 or $10, but it was easy and cheap. Anybody can do it, and it really makes your interior look a lot more modern. So taking a look at the back, there's not really much going on back here other than the rubber floor mats. But yeah, that's about it back here. So looking up on the roof here, I have the Sport tube roof rack. Now, this was very hard to find, I will say. I ended up having to buy one off eBay from a junkyard and going to pick it up. But I repainted it with truck bed liner, and I just think this looks a lot better than the regular non-sport roof rack. I pretty much threw mine in the garbage, the non-sport one, but it came out really great, and it's very easy to add another bigger roof rack if you want to, and it just overall looks really sleek. So coming to the back, not really much going on back here. Again, haven't done too much, but I did put this trailer hitch cover. I actually made this. It's just a little Toyota logo, and I colored it with silver Sharpie, but it's held up pretty well. And then my lights up under here for the license plate, they are LED, so those are the only mods I have on the back. I also ended up taking the running boards off my car. I really had no need for them. I mean, I'm 6'7", so it's not like I actually used them. And it also gives your car a little bit more of a lifted look, which is what I wanted. And it just kind of changes the side look. And I really recommend taking them off unless you just use them like you have a kid or something. But yeah, just take them off. So in the future, I definitely want to get some black rims. I think those would look really good with the blacked out grille. And I also want to get some bigger tires, like I said. Maybe even some wheel spacers. I've been considering those. I just want to give my car a little bit more of a mean and off-road look. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that in the future. I've also been considering changing the bulbs behind this screen. I know a lot of people do that if one of them goes out, or just to change up the look. But that's something I'm definitely going to look into because I think it would really look nice. I'm also considering cutting out this portion right here and adding a light bar. I've seen that on a couple 4Runners on Instagram, YouTube. I think it looks really good. I just gotta order the light bar and figure out how to wire it up, but I think that's definitely gonna bring the front of my car together and make it look nice. So yeah, this is my 4Runner so far. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please feel free to ask any questions. And if you want to pick up a grill like that, link in bio. Thank you.